Hi, welcome back to the One Hit Wonder Show. My name is Trevor, and in this show, I listen to a one hit wonder and then listen to other songs from the same album. And last week, I did Devo. They're known for doing the one hit wonder hit Whip It. So it was pretty fun finding out about them and listening to their other songs. And this week, I was looking forward to this. I guess I thought it was just like one guy, but I guess it's a band. This band is the reason, kind of, why I'm doing this. The biggest probably inspiration, because there's very few things I question in life. Why am I here, or why are we here? I guess, and the other being, what other music did Right Said Fred make? I just have to know. I have to know what other songs. I've heard their song on the radio my whole life, and I always thought, man, what other stuff did this guy do? Did he do anything? But I guess it's not even. I guess it's a band, which I didn't know. Brothers. So I thought I was doing a solo artist, but it ends up I'm doing another band. But whatever. But yeah, Right Said Fred. I already opened it and everything, so unfortunately you don't get to see me open anything today. I know it's disappointing, but this was really cheap. The cheapest one to buy so far. Sorry, Right Said Fred, but I was trying to play it earlier and it wasn't working, so I had to start this whole thing over, but oh well, I guess that's ruined. But yeah, today I'm doing Right Said Fred. Very excited. So let's do a quick intro about them. Right Said Fred are an English band based in London and formed by brothers Fred and Richard Fairbrass in 1989. Since their formations as songwriters and as Right Said Fred, the brothers have a list of achievements that include number one hits in 70 countries, including one US number one, one UK number one, and a number one in Japan. They were also the first band to reach the number one slot in the US with a debut single since the Beatles. So, you know, that's pretty good company right there with the Beatles. So they have also performed for Queen Elizabeth of United Kingdom, Nelson Mandela, and at the Bollywood Awards, and subsequently released a track for Comic Relief. So that's a quick introduction to Right Said Fred. You know, this is the album. It's called Up. A little disappointed in the album cover. That's it. You know, I don't know. I kind of enjoy seeing album covers, especially since you know, Mr. Bobby McFerrin's Simple Pleasures. That's just, nothing beats that. I mean, that's just awesome right there. So anyways, Right Said Fred, the album Up. I'm Too Sexy is the third song, and like I said, I was having trouble getting it to play, so I'm already on the song. So let's listen to a song you've probably heard many times, but we're going to listen to it, and then I'll have some notes about it, and I'll read it as we listen. So let's listen to I'm Too Sexy. Here we go.
Too sexy for my love, too sexy for my love, love's going to leave. I'm too sexy for my shirt, too sexy for my shirt, so sexy it hurts. I'm too sexy for Milan, too sexy for Milan, New York and Japan.
So as you can see, I don't know, the song's kind of cheesy but it's fun. I mean, I guess some people hate the song, but I like it. I don't know. It's kind of looked down upon maybe, but I don't know. The song is basically an anthem for any model, and it just totally describes the attitude. Like, I'm too sexy, as I'm too good for everything, and which is, that's just, it's the song of for all, and one thing about models, like I find fitness models attractive, and like Playboy models and all that, Sports Illustrated models and all that stuff, but I've never understood, what the supermodels that are those skinny and tall, and I've never understood, like, why is it being skinny as a stick so sexy? It's just, I don't find that. That's just me. I've never understood it, and maybe that's why this song was made. But anyways, let's listen to more.
I'm too sexy for your party, too sexy for your party. The way I'm disco dancing, I'm a model, you know what I mean. And I do my little turn on the catwalk, yeah, on the catwalk, on the catwalk, yeah, I do my little turn on the catwalk. Sexy by far, and I'm too sexy for my hat, too sexy for my hat. What you think about that? I'm a model, you know what I mean, and I do my little turn on the catwalk, yeah, on the catwalk, on the catwalk, yeah, I shake my little tush on the catwalk.
Anyways, I got some notes about the song. A lot of notes on the song. I'm Too Sexy is the debut song by British group Right Said Fred. The single peaked at number 2 on the UK singles chart. Outside the United Kingdom, I'm Too Sexy topped the charts in 6 countries, including Australia, Iceland, and the United States. The single equaled the record for the most weeks at number 2 on the UK singles chart without ever topping the chart, staying at number 2 for 6 weeks in a row, while held back by Bryan Adams' Everything I Do It For You. This equaled the previous record set by Father Abraham's hit of 1978, The Smurf Song. Pretty crazy. Yeah, I don't know what it is about England, but they love that Bryan Adams song, Everything I Do It For. They love it. I mean, we love it in America, but it's like, I don't know, they just love it in England, and I don't know, I mean, it's just weird. It's crazy though. Yeah, it was number 2 for all that time, and it never could get number 1 because it's Bryan Adams. Anyways, well, let's finish the song. Anyways, In May 1992, the song was nominated for an Ivor Novello Award for Best Selling A-Side. I'm Too Sexy was the act's first of several hits, particularly in the United Kingdom. They went on to have a #1 single on the UK singles chart with Deeply Dippy. So I'm Too Sexy couldn't reach #1, but Deeply Dippy did in April 1992. So I guess they got 2 hits. In England, they're not one-hit wonders there, but in America, it's just I'm Too Sexy. I'm interested to hear Deeply Dippy. Really am. So I guess in America, if they're playing, or if they're in England playing Deeply Dippy, it's like, all right, yay. But in America, it's like, just play I'm Too Sexy. We don't want to hear this crap. So anyways, in April 2008, the song was rated number 49 on the 50 worst songs ever. Listen and Cringe by Blender. Ouch. Like I said, I think there are people who find this song annoying, but I like it. And in June 2007, the song was voted number 80 on VH1's 100 Greatest Songs of the 90s. I think that's appropriate. In April 2011, it was voted number 2 on VH1's 40 Greatest One-Hit Wonders of the 90s. I think that's very fair. When you think 90s one-hit wonders, Right Said Fred is right up there. I wonder what #1 was. Probably Vanilla Ice or something. But anyways, in November 1991, Billboard wrote about the song. Thoroughly fun and goofy, Diddy recently heated up international dance floors and radio airwaves. This is deeply, whatever. Fred cheekily boasts about his physical attributes over a festive pop house groove, which should have no trouble duplicating its success here. The idea for the song came about when the Fairbrass brothers were running a gym in London, where, according to Richard, there was lots of narcissism and posing. One day he took his shirt off and started singing I'm Too Sexy for My Shirt in front of a mirror as a joke. The band originally recorded it as a indie rock song. It was rejected by multiple record companies before they played it to radio plugger Guy Holmes. He was initially unimpressed after playing it on his car stereo. However, his passengers latched on to the song's I'm a Model, You Know What I Mean hook, and he asked the band if they could rework it as a dance track. DJ Tommy D, an acquaintance of Richard Fairbrass, programmed electronics around the original vocal, whilst guitarist Rob Manzoli added a riff borrowed from the Jimi Hendrix song Third Stone from the Sun. Man, I find that just crazy and so cool to hear. Like, I don't know. That's I would like to hear the original indie version of I'm Too Sexy, but that would be cool. But anyways, that's it for the song notes. So let's listen to the rest of the album. Yeah, I didn't know I thought Right Said Fred was one guy. I didn't know. I guess it's a group. It's kind of cool. It's 2 brothers, which we'll get to more about those guys. But let's just hear some of the album notes. Not much about the album. Up is the debut album by English pop group Right Said Fred, released in 1992 on Charisma Records and Tay Records. The album contains the group's only United States top 40 hit, I'm Too Sexy, which hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 for 3 weeks in February 1992. Up is Right Said Fred's only U.S. album released to date, peaking at number 46 on the Billboard 200. It reached #1 on the UK albums chart. So, wow, the album sold a lot. even though the song couldn't reach number 2, the album did. But yeah, so it was originally released as a single and then ended up on their album Up. So let's listen to Up. And I'm so excited to hear this album. I finally get to know what other stuff did Right Said Fred do. So let's start with the first song, A Love for All Seasons. So here we go, about to venture into, if you would have told me had a Right Said Fred album when I was little, I would, but here we go.
There's no truth in the rumor. That's all I wanna say. There's no room for maneuver. So make sure that it stays a love for all seasons. October was a drag, damn it all. You and I were fools, both had some sad winter blues, allowing us to cool. When it's gray, I know all I wanna do is not to make believe. There's no truth in the rumor. That's all I wanna say. There's no room for maneuver. So make sure that it stays a love for all seasons. January comes, steel blue.
I don't know why I'm so happy right now. I don't know. That's pretty good. I mean, it starts off kind of a ballad piano, and then just I think he has a cool voice. I'm digging it. Let's listen to a bit more. Here we go.
Nothing seems to rhyme. Boy in the spring, passion wakes. We hear summertime. But when it's gray, I know all I wanna do is want to make believe. There's no truth in the rumor. That's all I wanna say. There's no room for maneuver. So make sure that it stays a love for all seasons. October comes around, as it does, but this time we're prepared, 'cause you and I can go to Loveland. There's a sunset to be shared. And when it's gray, I know all I wanna do is hope to make believe. There's no truth in the rumor.
Okay. Oh, it's hard for me to stop. I don't know. I mean, the song kind of makes you upbeat and happy. So I'm definitely, I have a love for all seasons. But why don't I read a little more about these guys, the brothers, because they've been around. They're much older than I thought. At least one of them is. They're older than I thought. And I will read. Prior to forming Right Said Fred, the Fairbrass brothers had been playing music since the late 1970s as part of a band called The Actors. The brothers had toured with Suicide. I like to hear Suicide. And supported Joy Division. Hold on, sorry. at the Factory Club in Manchester. The Fairbrass brothers formed the group in 1989 with Richard on lead vocals and bass and Fred on guitar. Prior to forming the group, Richard was employed as a session bassist for artists including Boy George, Mick Jagger, and David Bowie. Yeah, it's the second week in a row David Bowie's popped up. But, hey, those guys are some, things get bigger than those guys, and appears as the bass guitarist in Bowie's short film Jazzin' for Blue Jean in 1987. I'll stop right there. Let's hear the next song, No One on Earth. So let's move on. Even though I really like the first song, it's pretty long, so let's get going.
I'm too sexy for my love, too sexy for my love.
Damn it, I'm sorry.
I'm too sexy for.
Sorry.
A tropic eye, pack your bags, let's go, and leave it all to Cupid, hopes and bows.
Sorry guys, having trouble with my CD thingy here, so I'm going to start back from hopefully where we're at. Sorry about that. I don't know, this thing working up on me. Having trouble with this CD more than past ones, but here we go. Let's resume where we took off.
Tropic eye, pack your bags, let's go, and leave it all to Cupid, hopes and bows. Golden words and silver tongues, can't you tell, can't you? No one on earth can love me like you do. No one on earth can make me feel so. It won't be worth the chance of losing you. No one on earth can make me feel brand new.
So, ironically, I think the first song I like a bit better, and this one's okay, but it's so upbeat, like it makes me just happy. And ironically, Bobby McFerrin did Don't Worry Be Happy, but I think these songs are making me more happy than even that song, which is crazy. It's just so upbeat. So I'm just gonna listen to a bit more, and then we'll probably move on. But I don't know. It's just this music's so happy.
Everything fits, 'cause they're my favorite little bits. When we're alone, little else exists. Golden words and silver tongue. And don't you know when I'm coming on strong? Can't you tell, can't you? No one on earth can love me like you do. No one on earth can make me feel so. It won't be worth the chance of losing you. No one on earth can make me feel brand new.
Anyways, alright, Alright, before we move on, I'll read you some more notes about them. Fred appeared as a guitarist in Bob Dylan vehicle Hearts of Fire. The group was named after the novelty song Right Said Fred, which was a hit single for singer and actor Bernard Cribbins in 1962. Interesting. So that's how their name came about. The Fairbrass brothers were originally accompanied by drummer Ray Weston and guitarist Dan Cruz. Weston left in 1990 to join the progressive rock group Wishbone Ash, and Cruz left the next year. Guitarist Rob Manzoli joined in 1990 and remained with the group until 1997. So, those are some notes, but let's move on to the next song. The third song is I'm Too Sexy, so we're going to skip that and go to Do Ya Feel? Yeah, Feel. And might need to start. So Do You Feel? Here we go. Well, this one, it's okay, but I mean, I like it because it's different. It's been different than the other songs, and even if I don't love the song or like it, I appreciate when they try to do something different, so that's what I kind of like about that one, but that's an okay song. I'll probably move on. I think we got the gist of that one, but the next song is called Is It True About Love? A lot of love. More love than sexiness in this so far. But let's go move on.
it true about touch? What are we to do? Is it true about God? Is it true about shoes? Is it true about dreams? What are we now?
Okay, so far I think this has been my least favorite song. One, the intro is so long, and then he was kind of talking in the beginning, but I couldn't understand anything he was saying. And then finally I can kind of make out what he's saying, but he's just so quiet. And so not digging this one too much, but I'm just gonna hear a bit more, give it a little more chance. So let's hear just a bit more, so maybe it's a little better.
Is it true about cars? Is it true about loans? Is it true about crime? What are we to do? The pros and cons of truth and rumor and the myth. The misconception that our ignorance is bliss.
Okay, I think I'm not a big fan of that song just because it just sounds like it's rambling. It's true about blah blah blah, but so that one was, I don't know, not too big on that one. But anyways, before I move on, I want to read some more notes about these guys. As multi-platinum award-winning artists and songwriters, their global sales total 30 million and over 100 million plays on Spotify. They have writing credits on Taylor Swift's Look What You Made Me Do and Sophie Tucker's kind of a curse word here, but batch bleep. I think you get the idea. Their music has been featured in over 50 films and TV shows. Angry Birds, The Odd Couple, The Simpsons, West Wings, Family Guy, etc., and in excess of 100 commercials. The band have performed with Bob Dylan, Mick Jagger, and David Bowie, plus play hits from Madonna, Jay-Z, and Prince, to name but a few. So, yeah, these guys have been there up with the big names, so it's cool. I'm glad they got their. I felt like I'm Too Sexy was their hard work paid off. Maybe it's a shame it took such a goofy song, but I feel like it's their deserved reward. But anyways, the next song is Deeply Dippy, and this was a #1 hit in UK. So I'm kind of excited to hear this song, and why was it such a big hit in UK, and why was it not in America? I don't know. We're gonna find out. So here we go.
Deeply dippy about the fun we had. Deeply mad for the fun we had. Oh my love, I can't make head nor tail of passion. Oh my love, let's set sail for seas of passion now. Deeply dippy about the way you walk, a contact sport, let the neighbors talk. Deeply dippy, I'm your Superman. set sail for seas of passion now.
I don't know. What do you guys think? It's definitely a lot different than I'm Too Sexy. I don't know why it was such a big hit in UK and not here. Maybe it's a little bit weird, but I mean, I don't know. But I kind of enjoy it. It's, I don't know, kind of clever. But why don't we hear a bit more?
Spanish eyes, Sierra smile, legs that go on for miles and miles. Oh, see those legs, man. Miles and miles. I said, oh my love, we can't make head nor tail of passion. Oh my love, so let's set sail for seas of passion. Oh my love, I can't make head nor tail of passion. Oh my love, so let's set sail for seas of passion.
Yeah, so I almost with the sound, almost has a ska vibe to it, but that's kind of cool. I appreciate that some of his songs, most of his songs, kind of have a different feel, and I kind of like that. You know, I think my biggest maybe complaint on the Devo songs is that they all kind of had a similar vibe. I mean, some of them were different, but yeah, I thought that was interesting, and that was a #1 hit in UK. Because of Bryan Adams, Too Sexy couldn't make it, but interesting why it was such a big hit in UK and not in America, but it was pretty cool. The next song is called Swan, so let's hear Swan. Here we go.
Traffic jams, Concord drones, TVs and radios drown me out. You won't change, slamming doors, temper, that tongue of yours drown me out. I've told you once when it comes to love, I'm like a swan, I only love once. Told you once, push comes to shove, I'm like a swan, I only love once. Dumbbells crash, babies cry, 1,000 voices, mostly lies, drown me out.
The intro is a bit weird at first, but it kind of warmed up on me. I mean, I don't really much to say about this one. I think it's not too bad, but let's hear just a bit more.
The underground marble arch, the deafening snap of breaking hearts drown me
you guys can hear that weird. I mean, that's a bit I don't know. It's I guess it is dance, kind of dance music. It makes it kind of, but I don't know. I think that one is a mostly pleasant song. I guess we'll move on, but let me read some more notes about these guys. They recently won 2 consecutive BMI awards in 2018 and 2019. That's making that 3 BMIs in total. They also won 2 Ivos Novellos. I don't know what those are, but for I'm Too Sexy and Deeply Dippy. And in '93 were nominated for Best British Group at the prestigious Brit Awards. Fred and Richard are 2 of the few songwriters to have 2 songs included in the PRS Century of Song book. What? Yeah, so cool for them. Whatever that, they're a big deal. England has been good to them at least since I'm Too Sexy. That's good to hear. I'm sure America is, but it sounds like, But anyways, that was Swan. So let's hear Don't Talk, Just Kiss. Yeah, I think a lot of guys sometimes feel that way. But anyways, let's skip to the next. Okay, so some of these songs may be a bit stupid. If you thought I'm Too Sexy was kind of on the stupid, I don't know. I mean, okay, so some of these songs are starting to sound very similar, so I guess, but I don't know. That was, I don't know how to say about that one, but I mean, let's just hear. I'll hear a bit more, but here we go.
We're wasting precious time. Don't talk, kiss, make it mine. The one and only reason is fun, fun, fun. I said, well, baby, we've only just begun, so don't talk, just kiss.
So I just was reading the back of the CD, and it's all songs written by Frere Brass and all that, but at the very bottom it says, "All thanks to Jimi Hendrix for his supreme inspiration." I wonder how Jimi Hendrix feels about "Don't Talk, Just Kiss." You were the inspiration, Jimi Hendrix. God rest your soul. I wonder if he's like, no, dear God, no. But I don't know. This song makes me laugh, and I just find that funny. But let's move on to the next one. I'm almost done here. "Upon My Heart," and let's see if we can get any cornier than that one. Here we go.
Fresh in that dress, a small voice said resist, but the devil was in my heart, and the future was on her lips. She's so fresh in my hair, her eyes haunt me still. Of course love's meant to hurt, that's why girls dress to kill. With my hand upon my heart, a promise starts, I'll rescue you. With my hand upon my heart, just one slow dance, I'll rescue you, rescue you.
Alright, I'm kind of digging this one a bit. I kind of like that guitar noise. Maybe it's a bit, more, same stuff, but, this one seems just a little more mellow and relaxed and natural, and so I'm going to hear a bit more.
So fresh in that dress, flirting such a bore. Oh, why can't he just walk up to me and say, you're the man I'm looking for? With my hand upon my heart, a promise starts, I'll rescue you. With my hand upon my heart, just one slow dance, I'll rescue you, rescue you. Such a bore, one chance to caress, well worth angling for.
Okay, I think we've heard enough, but the more I'm listening to this, the more I just laugh at this Jimi Hendrix. I mean, Jimi Hendrix, burned guitars, was the kind of the birth of, he's inspired so many metal bands and just guitarists and like the hard metal sound, and apparently though he inspired this Sunshine music. It just makes me laugh, like, hearing this, like, how has Jimi Hendrix somehow inspired this type of which I just find hilarious. But anyways, we got one more song left, but let me read my last bit of notes. The band continues to play to thousands of people around the world. In 2019, they traveled and performed all over Europe, as well as performing in Canada to North American fans, playing 20 shows in summer alone. And they've had 8 albums, so, but I don't know if, I don't think any of them were released though in America, what it said earlier, but I might be wrong. I'm not huge deep research, but That's it for the notes. Let's hear the last song of Up, Right Said Fred. This one's called Those Simple Things. Man, 5 minutes, but let's hear the last one. Here we go.
Showed the moon walked us home. Tell me that you care. Let me know you're mine. Those simple things that make love a joy to live. The pleasure they bring, just the thrill there is to give. Emotions will sing with just those simple things. The light upon your hair, the touch of your skin, this copper cave we're in. Tell me that you care. Let me know you're mine. Ain't it those simple things that make love a joy to live? The pleasure they bring, just the thrill it is to give. Emotions will sing with just those simple things.
So I don't know. I mean, I think that one. I don't know. I think besides I'm Too Sexy, the first song. I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's the first one I heard, and it just. I don't know. So overwhelmingly positive, and but I kind of like this. The last one may be my favorite, just because it's very mellow and simple, and not trying to be, some of the songs are a bit corny, but this one, I don't know. I just kind of enjoy it, and I'm going to listen to a bit more. So here we go. This song kind of almost reminds me of Something in the Way She Moves, and was that George Harrison? I don't know, one of those Beatles. Well, I mean, that's Right Said Fred. I thought, I think they have talent. But a big curiosity has been lifted today. I've always wondered what other, what other music did this guy or those guys did. I always thought it was just one guy, but it's a band, and I enjoy their music. I didn't, and I find out that they're not just, techno dance band or whatever, that they're actually, musicians, and, but I think overall, I just think, I'm glad that they got their due justice. Sounds like they've been in the music scene for a long time, helping big names out and others, and they were known in the music scene, and I'm glad that they got to have a hit that, I think that's how I feel about Right Said Fred, is they kind of got their reward finally, and their due, and I enjoyed their music, and I'm glad they're still doing their thing, and the guy I think is like in his late 60s now, and they still looks too sexy still, but anyways, I'm glad I finally got to do them, and I thought it was a solo artist, but I guess it was a band. So next one I'll do a solo artist, I guess, and I think I got someone in mind, but when it comes to the Mount Rushmore of 90s one-hit wonders, I think, it's like Vanilla Ice, Right Said Fred, and maybe Billy Ray Cyrus and whatever, but I'm glad I finally got to do this. They were kind of the biggest reason why I did this whole thing, and thank you, Right Said Fred. I'm glad you guys are still going strong, and anyways, that's basically it for this episode, and I'll see you guys next time, hopefully next week if I have time, and anyways, you guys have a good one, and I'll see you later.